From Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, this is Madden NFL 21 on EA Sports.
Game number 1 NFL season is featuring the Detroit Lions going up against the Green Bay Packers in Green Bay at Lambeau Field.
We'll see Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers taking on Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. No team means more to the city than the Packers to Green Bay. And this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. It seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
But I think of Matthew Stafford in Detroit, I think of numbers, and I mean passing numbers. 30,000 yards passed in his career last year before back injury landed on the island in just 8 games. And to show his value to the team, the Lions lost all 8 games started by either Jeff Driscoll or David Blau. They need a healthy Matthew Stafford in order to compete in the NFC North.
They run with Adrian Peterson, the second active leading rusher in the NFL. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays in the other line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13, it's a first down.
Terrific catch. A big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception by NFC receivers in 2019, over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag out, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. We've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Complete 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit, and do something with the receivers to change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there should be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson, and it's 3rd and 5.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. It took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. Stafford to his second-year tight end, Hockenson, for a Lion first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. From the 10, 1st and goal. Throwing again at Stafford. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
And really, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
Big play, 4th time. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw to Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
A lot of people thought the Packers might struggle a bit in 2019, but that was not the case. 13 wins, a trip to the NFC Championship game, and they were led by their quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who led their team to a Super Bowl title after the 2010 season. And many thought that was the first of what would be many more. So precise with the football. 26 touchdown passes last year and just 4 interceptions. He knows how to get it downfield and still take care of it as well.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will be on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
First 30, nicely bit off. Pretty decent game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it out past the 45. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college, covering all off-season, our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake it and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown. Aaron Jones, 53 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. I wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. He's got it. Let's see that opening right field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here comes Detroit again, and this Detroit Lions team, week 1 is the game that they should have won against Chicago. Week 2 at Green Bay, understandably you dropped that one, but 42-21 the final in Lambeau. Here we go again, CD. It seems like early in every season we're questioning the Lions, and this is an 0-2 start that a lot of fans were hoping to avoid.
You know that to be true. I know it to be true. The whole league always keeps an eye on the Lions, and every time you think they've improved, you get evidence that maybe that's not true. Remember, they got to a 14-3 lead at Lambeau on Green Bay, but then here comes Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones get outscored 39-7 the rest of the way. As you mentioned, 0-2, 2 losses in the division. It's going to be tough for them to turn it around. And one last thing, over the last 2 seasons, 4 games in a row now, they have blown leads of 10 points or more. The only time that's happened in NFL history. Now they got to go to Arizona, who's awfully hot, come home to face the Saints. If they start out 0-4, I'm not quite sure what to tell you.
They'll get this one to Galladay. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now a play fake it at Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. To the air again, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
This funny part, you often hear how tough it is for a rookie receiver to adjust to the NFL. I think the same is true for tight ends. You're asking them to do a lot in the NFL game with the additional blocking that many of them didn't have to do in college. And TJ Hockenson, he's a number 8 overall pick in 2019 and had a good rookie season, 32 catches. I expect that number to go way up as he gets more comfortable with the NFL game. A nice catch right there for a first down.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift in the second round. Felt bad for the young man because I thought he was the best running back in the draft, and he lasted until the second round. What's happened for him? Running backs, I hate to use the word devalued, but people aren't going to take them quite as high right now, and he's in that cycle. But I think the Lions have really benefited. This guy can cut, burst, run with power, and he can catch the ball out of the backfield. I really like him, and he was my number 1 running back.
They'll run with Peterson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And it's through, and that makes the lead at 10-7. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. Out is the kickoff unit as they run and send this one away. They're able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. At their own 23. Next offensive series coming up here for the 2-0 Packers, who are coming off a pretty thorough 42-21 victory over Detroit. Aaron Rodgers had the big game week 1, followed it up with 2 more touchdown passes. And Aaron Jones, how about him? A league high, 168 yards on the ground on Sunday, 68 more in the passing game, 3 total touchdowns. Not too bad, Mr. Davis.
Not too bad at all. Remember, the Packers drafted A.J. Dillon, a big running back out of Boston College. I think there's a little motivation there for Aaron Jones, and he's putting on a show in the early going. And remember, in draft, everyone was screaming, why didn't you get more weapons for Aaron Rodgers? Well, maybe the weapons they had were good enough already, and they've tuned it up to a higher level. This Packers team, 43 points, 42 points the first 2 weekends, on the road in Minnesota the first time. And the other 2 times that Aaron Rodgers has done that, he won the MVP. Awfully motivated as well. And how about their game next week, Brandon? That's a big one.
Oh, yeah. Buckle up, a Sunday nighter at New Orleans. It's going to be fun.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. Gives a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
run on third down. Rodgers. An extra point to Lewis. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
35-yard. That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
There's a throw with a Mills taken in by tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our time report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Able to find Lazard, and he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down. 49-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. On first down, Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he's brought down to number 4, reaching the 30. Excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice job there utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Rodgers to throw once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Only the Titans converted more red zone opportunities into touchdowns than the Packers last year. And they've got an opportunity here, 1st and goal. Touchdown, Packers. From 6 yards away. And the Packers have retaken the lead. That was quite the call down around the goal line on 4th and goal.
Yeah, they fake the run, pull it out, throw it, and as defense, I've been in that spot before, and we see it all the time. You almost have to overcommit against the run. You have to almost sell out and say, they're going to run it, go make a play. They get pulled on that one.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point try now for Crosby. that makes it 14-10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays total. And the result, the Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. A dangerous return man showing it here.
Agnew on the returns. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Now first down throw, Stafford. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stafford on first down. Concluding it here to Marvin Jones. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this off to Swift. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
The final shot before the break, Stafford. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. And it's 3rd and 4. So with 1 second left in the half, it's the field goal unit. It's from 54 yards away. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. Very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game as we send you down to where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Hey, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome, everyone, to this abridged version of the EA Sports halftime report. We saw Aaron Jones put together a very nice first half. His guys lead, though, by only a point. It's been a tight one. As for the start of the third quarter, we'll send it back to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The second half starts with a carry by Jones. And not a whole lot doing there. About the 28-yard line. The veteran Jamie Collins there on the tackle.
Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. A great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. Well, that's sent to incomplete to Adams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
One of the underrated aspects of Devontae Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year. While his numbers may have dipped, he was still the #1 target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy, the number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Adams. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big time in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Almost into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Oh, they'll try to jet sweep here with Lazard. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to float from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably getting the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's on now for the Packers at their all-time leading scorer, Mason Crosby. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Crosby puts it through, but hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline and take the points. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming there.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So a special teams mistake on the field goal try leads to a new set of downs inside the red zone. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Escaping the... Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
All I know, partner, is that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
And a two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Following the fumble recovery, Stafford open man got him the tight end Hockenson. 7 yards to pick up there.
Completion was given up, but that's where you play zone defense. So you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much right after the catch.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, here's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Hockenson. That catch good for only a yard, and it will be 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
3rd and 2, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 68 yards receiving down for him in the game. And a 1st down on that last catch as well. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see Charles come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards to the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Second and 12. The shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw is incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like they were trying to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings that 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers up the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. That's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. And here's a good way to kick off a drive complete over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 35. Nice gain of 21 yards.
Good catch by Marquez Valdez-Scantling. That's something that his teammates needed to see and something he needed for himself. They call him MVS, and they want him to become an MVP type of a receiver. Speed to burn. He can stretch the field. They just need to be as dependable catching the ball as we saw there throughout the season.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. They'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
I remember when Alan Lazard came out of Iowa State, many questioned his speed and wondered if he could separate from defenders downfield. He got pressed into action in the middle of last year due to injury for Green Bay and wound up second on the team in receiving yards as he developed to get better each and every week. Remember that Monday night game against the Bears, partner? A late touchdown and a big comeback victory.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 30 down to the 38. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football, keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Jones. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a 1st at the Lions 30. Down with a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like they are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slow them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers, and incomplete. And just not enough on throw there, down around his feet and incomplete.
Incomplete. Desmond Trufant on the coverage.
Ball to 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man, it's Jamal Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That would good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And he's got his man. Green Bay, it's Alan Lazard. Alan Lazard. There to make the grab. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here what they were going to do.
No secret, but they started to execute it, and they started to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They manage to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. Trailing in the fourth, this close to a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Mason
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, a kickoff from 15 yards further upfield. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here in this drive does very little at this stage. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll throw from the gun. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown, the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice game. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into a huge point. We've seen this so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Oh, he can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Aaron Rodgers, the 8-time Pro Bowler with an 8-point second-half lead and looking to add to it. Up here to the tight end. And he's going to take it down shy of the 5-yard line. The tackle made there by Jared Davis. 4-yard line. The fourth quarter here, they got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll go again to Jones, and they're going to get the first down here as he's out to the 14. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but eventually they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now.
They find themselves trailing on the scoreboard, but it certainly hasn't been because of what they've been able to do at the receiver position.
And let's face it, partner, we've been around a lot of receivers. Has it ever been their fault when things aren't going well? We know how they operate, right? And right now what they're saying is, well, guess what? If we want to win, throw it to us even more. We're the ones making the plays.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense?
Let's climb inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big connection on that one. 56 yards. Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.
Well, there you have it, the Packers and winners over the Lions 21-13. And I'm going to end this stream, and I'm going to be off tomorrow. So every Sunday, for right now, until football's over, I'll be off on Sunday. So I'll be back Monday with another live stream. So please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all minute. Have a great day. And Nate, enjoy week 4 of the NFL.